Yes?
How can we be sure that the Hadith are the actual utterings of the Prophet?
You can't. I mean, you can, just if you want to talk in terms of epistemological certainty, which, by the way, Muslim scholars are very happy to do. I mean, if you want to talk about 100%, like bet your life, trust, exercise, fall backwards type certainty, which I guess isn't actually that certain considering people do it on weird corporate retreats. But I mean, the point is that if you want to talk about real betting your life certainty, you can't be. And by the way, no Muslim scholar would say you can. I mean, even Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, he was asked, a hadith you consider authentic, sahih. He says, I'll act on it. I'll use it to determine law, but I won't swear, like in court. I won't swear that the Prophet said it. Why is this? You might be shocked by what I'm saying. Because one, they'd have a couple of different, look in Bukhari Sahih, and a hadith might appear 2 or 3 times, like that hadith of the rib. Could appear 2 or 3 times with different wording. Which one did the Prophet say? Either he said this one or he said that one. Which one are his actual words? Which one are you going to swear to God or by your life are his actual words? It's pretty clear he said something, like along these lines. We have the gist. And maybe he said it twice and 2 different companions heard it on different occasions. Maybe he said it and 2 different people heard it and remembered it slightly differently. Maybe one person heard it in one way, but then as it was transmitted, kind of like a game of telephone, there was a little bit of changes introduced. So Muslim scholars weren't naive. I mean, people think that somehow hadith is this science where the words are just preserved 100%. That's not the case. No one ever says that. No Muslim scholar ever says that.
Why can't the same criticism be applied to the Qur'an, considering it's an oral tradition?
You have different ahruf. You have different, sometimes it's, in the Morocco they say, Maliki Yawmiddin. Maliki, the king of the Day of Judgment. In the rest of, in most of the rest of the Muslim world, they say Maliki Yawmiddin, the owner, master of the Day of Judgment. Malik, Malik. Malik, Malik. 2 different words. Now, to answer your question about I can't remember what your question was, but it made sense to me at the time, and I'll continue with what I think you asked, which is, they didn't say you could be 100% sure. There's no way that you get the same level of certainty as the Qur'an, except maybe on a few hadiths, very few number, like the hadith that says, whoever lies about me intentionally, whoever misrepresents me intentionally, let him prepare for himself a seat in hellfire. This is transmitted so widely, nobody can question that the Prophet said that general thing. But even in these different transmissions, there's differences. In one version, it says, whoever misrepresents me, no mention of intention. Let him prepare for himself a seat in hellfire. Most of the versions say, whoever misrepresents me intentionally, let him prepare for himself a hadith in hellfire. I won't get into it, but there's a big difference between those 2 versions. So they would never say, I'm 100% sure the Prophet said this. What they would say is, I'm sure enough that I'm going to actually base my behavior on it, and I'm very sure that he said something general gist of this statement, even though the details I'm not quite sure about. Yes, in the back, sorry.